Welcome to WhoDooTV. It is a fantastic Tuesday. We're about to get some new comic books out. And without further ado, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Hoosier.
And I'm Jared. What's up, you guys? Thanks for coming on and hanging out with us today. There are a ton of great comics coming out this week. Some big titles that we haven't seen in a while too, which is really exciting. I'm looking forward to talking about that.
Dude, it is it's a busy week. You know, a little bit easy on the news front. But yeah, what's been up, dude?
Man, not much. Got to a little bit of some reading last week. We got into some Leviathan #1.
That's right.
Yeah, that one was pretty crazy, pretty exciting. So we're going to have a review of that one coming up here within the next couple weeks. So keep your eyes open for that. It's a great book. Yeah.
Good stuff, dude. Yeah, I got into a little Last Siege #3. I've enjoyed that ongoing. And then, yeah, just been catching up on old books. I read The Last American Crime. I believe that's what it's called, by Rick Mirender. It's just a trade paperback that he had a while back. It was pretty cool. I saw that it's going to be a movie soon. So, yep. So, and there's the Moose. He says hi. So, thanks for joining, everybody. We have the chat going live. So, if you're on here, punch in on the chat if you got questions, call outs, anything like that. And then we'll go there. So, go from there.
What's going on, William? Yes, the beardless one right here.
The beardless one is here. Unfortunately, that's not me. So on some of the news coming front, one that I thought was cool is Ruby Rose set to be Batwoman. Ruby Rose, Orange is the New Black. She is going to be one of the big It Girls kind of thing coming out soon. But that is news out there. Ruby Rose coming soon to be Batwoman.
Yeah, and that should be for Supergirl, I believe. I believe she'll be starting out on Supergirl. Who knows if we'll get a series on that?
Yeah.
That would be pretty awesome. Let us know if you guys have heard anything about a possible series. But that's great. Apparently season 4 for Supergirl is going to have a ton new bunch of DC characters and villains, and it's supposed to be really exciting. Yeah. So
yeah, I believe it's going to be her own show. Yeah. So I think it'd be great. So yeah, because that was something that they were talking about. I remember talking about CW's only got so many rights. That's why they're Supergirl instead of Superman.
Right.
It allows them to use the Luthor name, like Luthor's sister in Supergirl. It allows just that world that they're in to have a little bit of Superman. But having some Gotham in there, even if it's through Batwoman as your, you know what I mean, your Trojan horse, to get that in through that Arrowverse that they're calling it, is really cool. That way maybe you can get, you know, obviously Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, anything like that. So I like the connection of having that. And I think she's a good actress. She'll be on it. She'll do it justice. So that'd be cool.
And I'm a big fan of Batwoman too, so I'm really excited about this news. Yeah. Like, this is going to be really cool. So, yeah.
Pretty awesome for that. Good casting all around. So, and then I think you.
Yeah. So this one's coming up for all you Star Trek nerds out there. We've got Patrick Stewart is coming back to reprise his role as Captain Kirk Picard for the CBS streaming. I don't even know what that streaming service is called, to be honest, but he'll be coming back for that Star Trek series, which is really, really exciting for a lot of people, a lot of fans. For people my age, you know, Patrick Stewart was their kind of gateway into Star Trek. You know, he was the captain of their childhood Star Trek, which is really exciting. So I think it's great. Patrick Stewart is awesome, and he can afford just to have fun with this.
It's like that time of when Star Trek was actually good from the go. Like, it, you know what I mean? When you go back to the originals, those aren't as popular when they first came out as to where these were active and popular in that time period and in that time. So, yep.
And he's got what, like 5 movies as Picard too? Like, he's been in that role for quite some time, and so this is exciting. So yeah. William Pace says CBS streaming is boo, and I have to agree with you on that.
Too many streaming services. We're going to be paying $5 to each one of them pretty soon.
Disney is doing it now too, and they're trying to get the streaming rights for Star Wars and all this stuff. And I think it's
well, we just saw that Marvel is not going to produce another Marvel movie to go out on Netflix.
Right.
Right now, you have Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, all on Netflix. So Captain Marvel is not.
I think we'll get Infinity War, and I think we'll get Ant-Man, but Captain Marvel is not going to be on it, which is really annoying. But I mean, I don't know. That's a different conversation for the cable cutters out there, like myself. But we'll move on from there. Got some other big news?
Yes. This is kind of awesome news. Down from South Africa, the old Vin Diesel did an Instagram with David Wilson, the director, that he is pumped up, getting ready to do the shooting of Bloodshot. It is started. Dinesh tweeted it out. There is some awesome news with that he's pumped up. He's looking fairly fit. And
it's a little small, I think he can bulk up a little bit.
I want to see him white with red eyes. I mean,
well, yeah, I can't wait for that first full makeup picture. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I think that would be some amazing casting, or some amazing to see that. I just pumped up to see that. Just like the first time you saw JDF in his outfit.
Right.
On the covers, and when they did those images, it was freaking awesome. So please give me that. I'm ready for it. And then there's some more casting news from that. Is that Martin Sheen had to step away. Michael Sheen, not Martin Sheen. It's definitely not Martin Sheen. No, not Charlie Sheen's dad.
No.
It is Michael Sheen. Is conflict of scheduling is stepping out of Bloodshot, and Guy Pearce is the rumor to fill that spot. I kind of like that. I think that is I like Guy Pearce. I think he's a big name. He plays a great villain. I think that is a good fit. If Michael Sheen is not able to do it, no relation. Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I couldn't find what role Michael Sheen had been cast for. I'm not sure if it's Dr. Kuritich or if possibly some PRS, head, somebody. Who knows what kind of characters they're going to create for this show. So we'll find out. But it's interesting news. I think possibly grabbing Guy Pearce for this kind of points to a type of tone that they're possibly looking for, which kind of makes me excited for it. I love Guy Pearce. I think he does such a great job.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I enjoyed him in the villain in Count of Monte Cristo. That was one of my favorite ones that he was in. And then if you need a villain, I think that's a good role to play. You guys out there, I'm going to ask you guys, put your poll list down in the comments below. Want to know what you guys are reading, what you guys think. And, what are your thoughts of Guy Pearce there? I know the Moose says he likes him better. So I think that's cool. But just give us in the comments what you guys are reading. And we're going to get into some books this week.
Yes, sir.
Let's move forward. And I have one that I'm going to call out. We had the writer of this on the show a couple weeks back. Elliot Rahal's new book with Aftershock is coming. And that is Hot Lunch Special, based in up in his Midwest horror kind of theme. He's doing great on Quantum and Woody, and he's going to have his own title out right there. Create your own with Aftershock. So good stuff.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, I don't really know much about this title at all, but the covers really intrigue me. So, gonna see what's gonna come out of that one. Nice. And Elliot Rahal is super talented, so I mean we're gonna get a quality book out of this. So yeah, we got one here for Boom coming out. We've got Black Badge. Kent and Jenkins are getting back together after their awesome run with Grass Kings. Yes. Such a cool book. They decided to go for another story together, and they're doing Black Badge. Kind of a Boy Scouts meets Black Ops sort of thing. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean they're figuring out how to be forever virgins. Awesome. Matt Kent and Tyler Jenkins. I loved Grass Kings. It was stellar. You get Hillary Jenkins adding some color to give it a little bit of a change, but ultimately another Kent book that is going to be good. I love his little throw-ins. to his other books. Like there's a lot of little Easter eggs that he leaves within the writing, which is very, very Kent-esque if you know Kent. So yeah, we'll go from there.
Absolutely. We've got a DC Vertigo title coming out, Sandman Universe. Now, this is based on Neil Gaiman's Sandman. You all know it. It's very popular, big stuff. I mean, if you're watching our show, you probably know all about Sandman, so we're just going to gloss over that. But DC is doing, they're going to be coming out with 4 new series, as well as a couple other ones that are connected down the line. And so this is going to be kind of the kickoff to this series, which is really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Sounds awesome. Sounds like they got some really cool stories coming out of this one. And so Neil Gaiman's not on this one, but we got Cy Spurrier, who I also am a big fan of. So this just makes me very excited. I'm very much looking forward to this one.
Yeah, that is an exciting one. In our chat, we have William Pace. Definitely calls out Fantastic Four #1. And yes, we are going to call out Fantastic Four #1. It is coming. Dan Slott's on this one. It seems like it's been a while since Fantastic Four has gotten the royal treatment, and they are getting it too for sure, with filling the alphabet with variants and then needing Z1 and Z2 to get some extras. So plenty of covers. But yeah, there's going to be some awesome Fantastic Four. I hope Dan Slott can do it. That works.
We've got William Pace is talking about they've got seemingly over 100 different variants, which it is a bit much as the Moose calls out. So I'd have to kind of agree. It's a bit, but this is a big event for Marvel. You know,
how else do you expect to be the #1 book out for a week?
Yeah. Exactly. Just have people buy multiple copies.
You got to be Batman some way. I mean, it's what Marvel does.
Yep. Yeah, so we've got another Image title. We've got Farmhand. This is Rob Guillory. We talked about #1 in a review. Go check that out if you haven't. Also, I mean, check the book out itself. It's a really weird but interesting book, unsettling but super intriguing. So I'm very much looking forward to this #2. Just seeing where this goes, because they're setting up something really, really interesting with this one, I feel like. So yeah,
his art's really cool. I like his connection there. I think it's a good call out there. One that I've enjoyed again is another Rick Remender book, and that is Death or Glory #3. And this is still in that first arc, trying to get the world built of Glory and what she is doing as the basically the person who runs around and trying to find medical care for her father, who is he's a loner. He's he's a drifter and has no insurance. And her connection, you get more of her connection with her ex-husband now and how that came about. Really cool stories have been developing, and this is #4. I'm sorry, I said #3. That was #3 that had the development with the husband. So really cool to check out. If you haven't read it, get into it. You might just like it. I'm all for it.
Yeah, Remender's a lot of fun. We've got another heavy hitter coming out with a #6. This is Robert Kirkman on Oblivion Song. The 6th issue of this series. Really fascinating series, a lot of fun. Kirkman always brings something great to his stories, and he's not sleeping on this one. So yeah, this one rocks. Check it out. I mean, all I can say is really like it's Kirkman. So
right, when you got some Kirkman on a title, he's gonna kill it. It's always Kirkman. He does a good job of what he does. Did you ever get into Die Die Die? Did you read that?
I didn't. I didn't get into that one.
Oh, such an interesting title.
Yeah.
And an interesting book. Die 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 was that one that he had unannounced. He just dropped it off at the stores. And he's doing a lot, man. Kirkman, he's got Outcast. I believe that's out this week. Obviously, Walking Dead. I believe that's out this week too. He's putting it out there. But Oblivion Song has been phenomenal.
A lot of fun.
Any other ones that you're gonna call out?
No, we got this next one here. Why don't you share this one with us?
Let's do it. It is friend of the show, Jeff Lemire, has got a book out. Bloodshot Salvation, number 12. It is the last book for Jeff Lemire on Bloodshot. Maybe ever. Who knows? Maybe his last book ever for Valiant. Who knows? The last one, it's been kind of a weird story. How this connects with the adventure that he's been put on by Baron Samedi. What is going to be the outcome of this? Like, it is, I think there's so many pieces out there with this book. I have no idea how it's going to end. I have no idea if it's going to actually conclude worth a darn at all, because there was so much. I mean, you still have Jessie back in the now time, and she's an adult when she was just a kid, you know, hours before this book when it started. And you have Rampage has them. How are you going to summarize Rampage in one page? How are you going to resolve that? How are you going to resolve Bloodshot and his Bloodshot 4002 both in 4002 and get them back? How are you going to resolve all of that in one issue? I don't know.
Yeah. Even for Jeff Lemire, that's tough.
Yeah. And then it's weird to know that the next book is going to be based prior to the 2012 launch. So it's going to be old Bloodshot in his missions.
That's right.
It's not going to be continuing off of this story. And that kind of scares me a little bit. I don't know how it's going to end. And I don't know. Mixed feelings.
Can I ask a question here of you? Let's just be real on the show here. Do you care what Bloodshot was like before the 2012 debut? Like his missions and going on these things?
Yeah, because they're fun. They're bloody. They're guts.
That's a good point.
That they're fun, cool, gore missions of military missions. And you get to see, you know, the ruthless killer he was. So it's cool. Do I want it as a complete ongoing with all of that? Maybe not. But I think it would be fun if they did a new book. My thoughts. Have a new ongoing, and then have kind of like the way Ninjak started. With those back files that they would do of Ninjak when Matt Kent did that. I loved that aspect. I thought that was great. You know, you're giving us the backstory of Ninjak and who Colin King is, but yet you're developing and moving the story forward. I would like it both. I love the stories of Bloodshot. I love where it goes. And I want to see the missions he was on and the crazy missions. But it's like probably watching the same Arnold movie over and again. I don't know. But
yeah, I'm just concerned about the character development. You know, what's so great about Bloodshot is his struggle with his identity and who he is and who he's breaking away from. And we're just going to get kind of this. I'm concerned about a mindless robot who just goes out on missions and then is brainwashed after each one, you know? So we'll see what happens, what comes out of it. I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind if there was just a short, 4-issue event, just a quick thing of like, here's something that you guys might be interested in, and we're just putting it out there. And then afterwards have something building on who Bloodshot is now, all the things he's gone through. So we'll see. We'll see what comes out.
Yeah, I would like to actually talk to Christos Gage, because he was actually writing a little bit of Bloodshot at one time, and then he had to get pulled off. And I believe that's due to being on the writer of Daredevil, the TV series, when that came out on Netflix. But I would like to have seen where he would have wanted to take it. With seeing what he's doing to Ninja K, amazing. I would like to know where it's going. But like, since Lemire got it, and he tied in with Kent, and they did the Valiant, that was an amazing book. That's where a lot of people started with Valiant. This run of Valiant was watching that. And then what he did with Bloodshot Reborn. Bloodshot Reborn was an amazing run. I loved Bloodshot Reborn. Outside of that arc where it was like, oh, it was a dream. That sucked. But it was a good story. It was a good adventure of Bloodshot. I loved it. I don't know. I wish he had a little bit more time. I don't know why it's coming to conclusion so quickly, because it seems like this story was set to be bigger and longer. And you can't help but think, is it the DMG thing? Is it Warren and Dinesh not being there? I don't know. But
yeah,
I hope he does it and hope he closes it out well. We are getting the change of pace with Zach and I forgot the other guy's name.
Joe
Nadler, the new writers.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna get them in there. We'll see where they take it. But I love the Bloodshot stories. I think they're cool. But I do want the character development too. So agreed, very much. Yeah, kind of a busy week. Got some books to read. Got some comics to go through.
Yeah. And so many TV shows to have to watch in the future. Keep your eyes open for.
Cloak and Dagger just ended its first season.
That's right.
That was actually a solid. It's on Freeform. Is the channel that's on Hulu? If you have Hulu, I actually liked it. I really did. I never read the comic, but it was an interesting story. Catching up on Black Lightning. Never got into Black Lightning. Got the first couple episodes down. Have you watched that one?
I haven't watched that one. It's I hear it's great, but sometimes got to get past some of the campy costumes they do.
Oh, that one's so bad on costumes. It's so bad.
Pretty bad, but I've also heard the story's pretty great. So might just have to just bite the bullet and try and get through that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, like, I got to say, I mean, the first Daredevil costume, when we first saw him, it was a little underwhelming for me. But because the show was awesome, had such a great story, it really, really excited me. So, that's just an example of allowing a story to take the front rather than complaining about the possible costume issues that they have.
And we were talking shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ones that I've been so freaking excited for has been The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Been pumped up for The Boys. I'm really pumped up to go to Rose City Comic Con here really soon, and hopefully run into Carl Urban, who's there. But I thought I would just put out a tweet a while back to one of the actors that's on the show, and that is Jack Quaid.
Okay.
And I, just tweeted Jack Quaid, hey, I hope The Boys is going well. Really excited for it. Love the comic book. And he replied, and it was just like, oh, dude, this has been the best project I've ever worked on. You were going to love it.
Heck yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
So they're in the middle of it. He said it's the best project he's ever worked on. So that means they're working on it or he's already worked on it. So it is something going, which is going to be awesome. I'm kind of frustrated of Jack Quaid that he is going to be Huey when it should have been the guy from Hot Fuzz, the actor from Hot Fuzz.
Nick Frost?
Simon Pegg.
Okay.
Simon Pegg, who is who Derek Robertson imaged Huey after.
Oh, okay.
He actually used him as a reference for The Boys. And if you look up The Boys and you look up Simon Pegg, it is pretty amazing, the resemblance.
That's awesome.
Pretty amazing. But Jack Quaid's excited for it, which is cool. He was a younger guy, and Simon Pegg has gotten older now. But Carl Urban is
very busy.
Billy Butcher's going to be freaking awesome. It is going to be pretty great. I don't know who's playing. Laz Alonso is going to be Mother's Milk. He was, in there in the Fast and Furious at one time.
Okay.
So he played Phoenix Calderon in the 2009 Fast and Furious. Got a couple other, names in there. I want people to look that up. It's going to be awesome. But there's a lot of comic book shows coming out soon. January, Sci-Fi Network, Deadly Class.
Mm-hmm.
That trailer looks phenomenal. And then I guess we're going to have to wait until Comic-Con to get that Bloodshot trailer, though. Perfect timing. It's coming out February of 2020.
Yeah, that's right.
So, what are you guys watching on TV? What are you guys reading? We want to know what you guys are reading, what you're watching. Put it down there. Want some recommendations. Everybody gets that. It's awesome. You know what I mean? Some of the best recommendations are from you guys.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's where a lot of it comes. I know somebody on the show recommended Extremity when that first came out to me, and great one. I love.
Oh my
that.
gosh, yeah, we're so thankful for that one.
And then Murder Falcon. Have you seen the previews to that?
No, I haven't.
Daniel Warren Johnson with Murder Falcon. Go look it up.
Okay.
You're gonna love it. So thanks everybody for jumping. Thanks for jumping on today.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
it. And everybody else, thank you. Hit like, share. Peace out.
Talk to you later, guys.
Bye.